Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, for all of us colourists out there are inevitably colouring books that we come across that have massive backgrounds, are very intimidating, and we don't know how to fill those spaces. One example of that is Joanna Basford's new book. So it got me thinking. I've been looking at lots of videos on YouTube, and I thought, well, for those of us that aren't that confident, how do we fill those spaces? So I picked up the Sizzix Sidekick die cutting machine from Amazon. I haven't opened it yet. And this is the starter pack, so you get 22 pieces in here. And I've picked up a couple of packs of little dies just to try out from Amazon also. And so I thought we'd unpack it and have a look together, and we can use these, the idea is, as embellishments in our colouring book. So we get some little stamps. We've got some little stamps included in that. That's cute, isn't it? A little rose there. Might be quite handy. So these are our cutting plates, and then this is our embossing one. So we get those. We get, of course, the pamphlet that's going to give me the instructions that I need. And then a little cute selection of cutting dies. That one's come off. For you to test out. A little cloud. Swirls and hearts. Put those there. And then some little embossing folders. So you just put your paper in there, run it through the machine, in between, sandwich between your plates, and you will get your little embossed design come out. So let's have a look. How do we get into this, people? There we go. So this is what it looks like. Teeny tiny. And let's just take that off. That's my warranty. So this is what it looks like. It's almost like a large hole punch, and on the base is like a rubber sucker. So what we should be able to do is lock it into place onto my craft mat. So that's really nice and firm. And then, so I've got these selection of, let me take the plastic off, selection of little leaves. And we all love our embellishments, don't we, in colouring books. So this is how they look. And we recently coloured in the Karolina Kupakowska Summer Memories postcard, and in her picture she's got little leaves in the background. So I'm going to try that. So we've got these ones, and then we've got excuse me, my hands are really shaky today. And then I got these ones. Now I know they're flower type patterns, but if you see this one, if I hold it up like this, they might give us the little leaves, if I cut them off when I put them through the machine, that the front cover had. Let me show you. So if you see in the background, she'd just got like some little faint leaves, and mine is just plain, and I'm not an artist, I can't draw them. So right, let's move this to one side. I've got a little die picking tool. I see, I've been doing my research. I'm just going to unstick that from the desk for a minute. And then I've got a cheap paper cutting machine. So I am going to take, where did I put that? I have to get another one. I've got a piece of paper ready and now can't find it. So because the machine is quite tiny, I'm just going to take a piece of paper and trim it down. And my dies are quite, these dies are quite small, so there. Just going to trim that down. And then what I thought I'd do is, with my distressed inks, is put some colour on the paper. So if we come in, I've got Twisted Citron, and Shabby Shutters. So we'll try that. So Twisted Citron is this one. I've numbered my little tools so that I can keep them, so I know which ones I'm using basically, and I can use them over and over without it contaminating. So I am just going to, this is just cheap copy paper, and I'm just going to spread some of that ink down. Oh, wouldn't you know it, as soon as you start filming. Apologies. So I'm just going to spread some of that ink. We'll take a little bit of Twisted Citron. So that was Shabby Shutters. I think I've got them around the wrong way. Making a hash of this, people. So this is Shabby Shutters. I'm just going to blend that out. I'm going to have a look at my die, which I'm going to have to cut out. And I just want enough to cover my little die. I got those around the wrong way. Shabby Shutters, Twisted Citron. I'm just going to put a blend of those colours down, and we can just try. Let's just see what happens. It might be a little too dark, but it will dry lighter, so we'll see. So I've just got a mess on the page. Okay, let me just take apart these little dies. We'll try these ones first. I'm just separating them off, if I can. Okay, so I've got one, and then we'll try this other one, these other little leaves. There we go. Cut that little. Got just a cheap little pair of pliers. So I've still got a, hang on, I've still got a little. There we go. And there's the other little one. So my thoughts are I might need a little bit more ink. So we'll go back in with just, this is very cheap copy paper. I'm just going to blend that out. Obviously I would make sure that it's smoother than this, but that actually might add to the texture for this little guy. So let's just try that. Okay, let me just try that one. Move this to the side for a minute while that's drying off. Let's get our, move you back out. Let's get our little Sidekick machine. Okay, then we're going to need the plates. Where did I put everything? Oh, here they are. So I'm going to take my 2 cutting plates. I'm going to place my ink there, and I'm going to make sure that I get enough of those leaves where I want it cut. So, and then over the top I'm putting the other strip, and if you make sure that they're not at the top of the feed, it should cut through nicely. So well, let's just give it a go, shall we? I've got to, no, there we go. No, I don't think it's working. Oh. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Okay, I'm turning the handle the wrong way because I'm an idiot. So we're just pushing it through the machine. So this is the first time I've ever done it. This is experimental. Got a little bit of resistance going on, which is perfect. There we go. Take that out. Let's move the Sidekick to one side. Take off our plate. Come back in so you can see what's going on. And remove that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, so die picker, which is exactly the reason that I got this. If I can get it out of the packaging. So, on the back of your dies are these little holes. So you can just push your little die picker through and it will come out. There we go, look at that. So what I'm thinking is I could use those little leaves, and each one of them looks different. Isn't that cool? Should we try it with the other shaped leaf? Which was here. Oh, it doesn't matter how organised I think I am, I'm clearly not. There it is. I'm all over the place today, folks. Okay, so I'm going to place that one on. Just so we get a different variety, and I'm going to centralise it a bit more. Put my... It's a bit fiddly. Hang on. Bring the Sidekick back in. Lock it down. I'm going to put my... Trim that off. Too much paper, people, too much paper. Trim that off. You can tell it's new to me, can't you? But I just thought I wanted to share with you. It's quite interesting, really good experiment. Okay. And then we feed it through. And if I turn the handle, you can see it start to move. So if I turn the handle now, I'm just going to go back again. Okay, let's move him. Let's have a look at this one. Very cool. Right, so I'm just going to help it out. There we go. Then we've got these really delicate little leaves. Now what I was hoping for was to use my Carolina Kubikowska postcard from Summer Nights that we'd coloured together, and by cutting out these teeny tiny leaves like this, that I could add. Oh, see, my hands shaking, they're really bad today. Just some little bits of interest, and by using the did we use the different dye? We could just add in, like she's got one there. Oh, sorry, my hands are terrible today. You see, just add in a little bit of interest. Let's try the other one. So this is the other shape that I cut out. That one looks like a nice one. So your inking doesn't have to be perfect at all, because these shapes come out let's have a darker one. That's that one. We just put there. We just pop some of those down. So the sky is the limit. We meet stars, moons, waves, anything that you want really, just to give your page that variety. So I thought I'd share this with you because I'm very excited about it. I've been watching lots of card making videos, and let's move that one there. Oh, I can't, my hands are... Lots and lots of card making videos on people doing the most incredible things, and then you can just play about with them. Let's move those to the side. I like those two. So I've got a Quickie glue pen, again from Amazon, and this comes out, I'll show you, comes out, let's get it going because it's new. Take the little rubber cap off. This comes out blue so you can see where you're going. So I'm going to take my little teeny tiny leaf and I'm going to put that glue, or you could just use a glue stick. But this is good for fine detail. There we go. And then I'm going to put that there. And you wouldn't even know then that it's not part of the page. So it's coming in a bit closer. Actually just going to put it straight on the page there, and it will dry clear. So there we are, and I can manipulate it a bit like that. I like it. I think it's very clever. Okay, I want one. I want a couple up here coming off this leaf. So a couple here. So let's do this one. I'm not going to overwhelm it, but just for a little bit of more interest. And then I'm going to do another one here. I'm sorry about my shaky hands, they're really bad today. There. Okay, and then I think the last one we're going to put here. Pick that up. So you can see your stamping doesn't have to be perfect, your inking, sorry, doesn't have to be perfect. You could do this with watercolour and then stick them on, and there we are. So I know it's not exactly the same, but let me come out. It's going to give me that versatility that I need in my colouring books, especially ones like Joanna Basford's new book. There's loads of them out there that we have backgrounds that we fear. So this was my theory. So I wanted to just bring you a very, very quick video just showing you that, and this is something that I am going to be using a lot. I really enjoy the idea of being able to make your own little details to fill up backgrounds and use up my inks, my watercolours, and it doesn't matter because you haven't messed a page up until you stick it on there. But I mean, I'm thinking if you did, not on this, but if you did a whole acrylic background, think of the things that you could put on that background to bring it to life, or a whole watercolour background. I just think it's incredible, and I've fallen in love with the idea of doing this. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Just a little quick video, just to show you my intention of using these little dies. Okay, and then stamps as well. That might be one. So thank you so much for watching, people, and all your support. As ever, it means everything to me. I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to choose a colour along for us to do together, and I will be back as soon as I can. Alright folks, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.